Vibrant viewers, welcome to our show, multi-part series of Courage and Compassion on the Street, Part 14, New York City Animal Liberation March. Miss Emma Hackinson made the trip from Australia to join the Animal Liberation March that took place in New York City in September 2023. She is the author of Total Ethics Fashion, a book analyzing current practices in the garment industry, in which she concludes that clothing can be produced sustainably using eco-friendly materials, enhance livelihoods through healthy working conditions and fair wages, all the while preventing the exploitation of animal people. Let us hear her share that perspective at the Animal Liberation March.
Before I begin, I want to acknowledge the Lenape people whose violently stolen land we stand on. I want to highlight the reality of colonization as a key driver behind the depths of speciesism that our fellow animals fall victim to and struggle through every day. So let's talk about it from a fashion perspective. We've been culturally conditioned to view some species as more worthy of moral consideration, similarly to the way in which we're conditioned to feel the same way about some genders, some races. It is the way our entire system is. Exploitation exported to poorer, darker-skinned nations, women bearing the brunt of fashion's human pain, and of course, animals so abstracted through their exploitation that we don't really see them at all. As a society, we more easily justify wearing the skins of certain animals because we've inherited a system designed to allow us to do so. This is true through language. Language allows for cognitive dissonance and for distance. Distance from things like who made our clothes, from the reality of leather as skin, and from how we actually believe others should be treated on this planet. This distance is why so many of us humans pull up calfskin boots and we don't think about who bathed the skin in chromium, who held the knife, or what that person saw when that skin was pulled off the hot, wet carcass of a young calf who was sawn open after. We're encouraged to think of the glossy advertisements of the pretty model wearing those leather shoes. And it is by design that so many people cannot even begin to imagine what that calf's death looked like, what it smelled like, what it sounded like. So today, and every day, let us hold our fellow animals in our hearts. Let us not forget the mink in the fur industry cage, the crocodile in yet another cage for supposedly luxurious skin sales, the kangaroo from the place I live, shot down in their natural habitat for football boots. They are the victims of the largest land-dwelling wildlife slaughter on this earth. The calf taken from his mother only to become a bag, the young lamb whose tail is cut off, her wool worn by someone else while she shivers, the duck who is packed tightly in a factory farm, their feathers soon to fill someone's coat. When we fight for them, we fight for us all. The life and well-being of us people, our fellow animals and the planet is inextricably linked. It cannot be disconnected. We are all a part of nature. We cannot protect some of us and not all of us. We cannot hurt some of us and not expect for the rest of us to also be hurt. Because we are all animals and we all deserve autonomy, we all deserve our freedom, and we all deserve our lives.
Mr. Donnie Moss, a New York animal people rights activist who produces short documentaries on animal people rights through theirturn.net, is equally concerned with the fashion industry's use of animal people materials. At the rally in New York City, Mr. Moss advocated for a ban on hunting kangaroo individuals to use their skin for shoes and apparels. Elegant, innovative, sustainable, and entirely plant-based footwear and accessories can now easily be sourced instead.
We are going to demand that the Adidas stop paying commercial hunters to chase down terrified kangaroos in the dark of night and slaughtering them and their babies to steal their skin to make soccer cleats. We are here in solidarity today with the Center for a Humane Economy, which is running the global campaign Kangaroos are not shoes. We are here in solidarity with the Animal Justice Party in Australia, which is working in the halls of Parliament to protect those kangaroos and all other animals in Australia who are being exploited and killed. And we are here protesting with animal rights activists in Australia, Europe, Adidas is based in Germany, and here in the United States, who are demanding that Adidas join Nike and Puma in making the switch to cruelty-free alternatives.
Events of that nature can help expose matters of prime importance, notably the plight of animal people used in various forms of entertainment. A key example of such exploitation is the well-known case of the majestic cetaceans, like dolphins, orcas, and whales, abducted, confined, and oppressed into unnatural behaviors for the recreation of humans. Cases of orcas, their capture, their subjection to drugs, mistreatment, insemination, and forceful training have been well documented. We innocently partake in such acts when we choose to purchase a ticket to an aquarium or to attend a show featuring animal people. Their lives remain unnatural and stressful, an ordeal that has caused many orcas to die in captivity, miscarry, or purposely injure or harm themselves out of despair. The brochures promoting these attractions say very little of the factors that made such displays, exhibits, or shows possible. The march also brought forth a testimony about Tokite after her passing in August 2023 as the oldest orca in captivity. Tokite, also known as Toki or Lolita, was abducted from her ocean habitat and forced to live in confinement for 57 years at the Miami Seaquarium in a pool only 6.1 meters deep or 20 feet and measuring 10.67 meters or 35 feet by 24.38 meters or 80 feet. Mr. John D. Leonardo, President and Executive Director of Humane Long Island, an anthrozoologist and former Senior Manager of PETA's Entertainment and Animal Campaign, paid tribute to this outstanding being.
Toki's suffering is over. However, the suffering of Corky, an orca who has been imprisoned for even longer at SeaWorld, continues. So does the suffering of sloths, kangaroos, and other wild animals imprisoned only an hour away from here on Long Island, and at Sequest, right across the water in New Jersey. With the closure of Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus after 146 years, the Iditarod dog sled race slashing its purse by $500,000, and SeaWorld announcing the end of its sordid orca breeding program and its circus-style dolphin shows, we know change is possible. We need more vegan activists. In memory of Toki, I am urging you to seize the momentum that came with her death, to save other animals from suffering the same fate. Take power in Margaret Mead's words, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has.
Another voice stood to educate and engage the public on the suffering inflicted on animal people. The vegan rapper Entice, using words and rhythm, urged everyone to ignite empathy, understanding, and courage to embrace actions and choices leading to a peaceful existence benefiting all species now and beyond.
That anger you feel, that sadness, that pain, use it. Use it. That fire, let it being lit inside you, exude it to the world. You never know what you can do on behalf of them. And the people who also that need us are the activists who come before us, come after us rather. We're laying down that foundation, planting those roots, planting those seeds for them, because when we're gone, they're going to carry the torches after we're gone.
Entertain yourself. No one's here to be a show for you. Those prison walls are slow to move. Their mind is dark like when you blow the fuse. Entertain yourself. End of the day, you get to go home. Their show never ends, they're all alone. Their rights are skipped like you throwing stones. Entertain yourself. What's the price tag to make you perform and put you where you don't belong? Enslave you and put you in the song. Entertain yourself. Do it all for yourself. Find fun for yourself. It's not their home. Leave them alone and entertain yourself.
Charming viewers, we appreciate your company for today's show.